Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. All right, so look, for this one, I'm going to tell y'all about the time that I had went and got a job, and that shit did a whole motherfucking turn for a nigga. So look, I always had jobs, you know what I'm saying, growing up and shit. But I told y'all I became independent about 6, maybe 7 years ago, you know. So I work on my own time. Well, this was a couple of years ago. Uh, what year was this? What, 2021? I think it was 2021. I had a little downtime because, you know, when you your own boss, you had ups and you had downs. You know what I'm saying? So this was a downtime. So I had to get a job, right? So I ended up getting a job at this damn pizza place. It was a Jets Pizza. Just put a couple dollars in my pocket. I ain't need much. I just, needed a couple dollars to be in my pocket until my next hit came. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no lazy motherfucker at all. I'm going to get up and go make it happen. And I don't give a fuck where I got to go to do it. As long as it ain't no gay shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I went and got a job at this Jets Pizza, right? I got a job to be a delivery driver there. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I got the job, they gave me the position. You know what I'm saying? Because I met the credentials, blah, blah, blah. I had delivery experience, blah, blah, blah. So they gave me a job instantly, no problem. All right, cool. So all I'm doing is delivering. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I started, of course, it was a crew of people. It was like 15 people that worked there, you know. And it was just this one white girl that worked there. She used to always be on my ass about every little thing around there, you know. I'm like, why is she always fucking with me? Like, what is up with her? She is the only person in here that just be on my ass about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe I'm like a week in. I've been working there for like a week at this point. You know what I'm saying? Now, as a delivery driver, you do other little things besides doing deliveries, you know. So you like fold boxes, scrape pans, you might even wash a couple dishes, you know. Then at some point they want you to start answering phone calls, taking phone calls and putting in their orders type shit. All right. So this is one of them days I'm folding boxes, right? She come right, step on the side of me. Nah, this is how you fold the boxes. Like it's a special way to fold them. You know what I'm saying? But this is how I could tell she was on me. You know what I'm saying? Like she coming at me about folding boxes. When you got all these other people up in here, you could be on their ass about the shit they do. But you coming at me about some damn boxes. You know what I'm saying? So while she calling herself trying to show me how to fold these boxes, I turn right to her. I'm like, you must like me or something. You know what I'm saying? She stopped. She like, what? Where you get that from? I'm like, you been on my ass ever since I've been here. I'm just a delivery driver. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like she was a manager or owned the store or none of that. She was a fucking worker just like everybody else, but always on my ass. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So after I cut into her, she like eased up. You know what I'm saying? Like she started being cool with me. Now, men, let me tell y'all something. Women love masculine men. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and say whatever the fuck is on your mind. Women respect that shit. Little do you know. So don't be thinking you being disrespectful or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Women love a masculine man. So go ahead and drop your nuts. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a bitch and drop your nuts, my nigga. Nah, back to it. So like I said, she opened up to me at this time. She fucking with me. We cool, right? So it was the very next day. She was off. She wasn't even supposed to come to work. I'm getting my delivery, and when you get your deliveries, you take your delivery out the back door because the parking lot where we park our cars is in the back. So when you take your delivery, you go out the back door, jump in the car, go drop the shit off, come back in through the back door, So I grab my delivery. I'm walking out the back door, right? While I'm walking out the back door, I see her car there. Looking like, what the fuck is she doing here? She off today. So when I went and put the delivery in my car, I walked over to her car. I'm like, what you doing here? She like, I don't got nothing to do. She like, to be honest, I just came up here to see you. What? For real? Oh, okay, cool. So I hopped in the car with her real quick. I chopped it up with her for a couple of minutes, because I still had an active delivery going on. So I just gave her a couple minutes. We get to talking and shit. She put her feet up on the dashboard like, I wish you would rub my feet or something. I'm like, yep, there you go. You know what I'm saying? So, long story on that, I had dropped her my address. I told her she can come over, I'll rub her feet. Because, of course, ain't shit going on while we at work. I'm working. I got to get this money. I get with you later. So I dropped her my address. She came over that same day. You know what I'm saying? After I got off work and shit, she came over. You know what I'm saying? She came over. We instantly fucked. Like, instantly. And I'm not into white girls, you know what I'm saying? It was just some shit that happened. And she was cool as hell, So I'm not no racist or none of that, It's just white girls not really my thing. But her, she was cool, so, we did our thing, whatever, And I ain't ashamed to admit it or none of that shit. I did what the fuck I did. So anyway, we fucked. She left after that, right? She was on my head every day, coming on my house every day. Like, no lie, she ain't had nothing to do, especially when she was off work. She would come over every day. Soon as I get off, she on her way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck. I ain't had nothing to do, So it was just the company for me. I wasn't even necessarily worried about fucking. It was just company for me. So she was always coming over, right? We doing our thing. This lasted for like 2 weeks, right? So I'm like, look, I can't keep doing this delivery shit. It ain't paying nothing, I need to switch off and do something else. She like, well, I got a GrubHub account that I don't use. Like GrubHub, I heard of GrubHub, but I never heard of anybody delivering for GrubHub. At that time, it was just like DoorDash and Uber was the big thing. I never heard nobody delivering for GrubHub. So I'm like, GrubHub, I'm like, that shit lame. Don't nobody do that. She like, I did it a few times and you can make some good money, but she like, I just don't like doing it. Cause she like working in the store. Everybody is not delivery drivers. You know what I'm saying? And she had the accounts, but delivery just wasn't her thing. So she like, if you want to, you could try this GrubHub account, see what it do for you. She like, I don't care, I don't use it. I'm like, shit, cool. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. It'd be better than Jet's Pizza. You know what I'm saying? So she gave me the account. I got to using this shit. I fucked around and loved it. GrubHub's paying better than Uber and DoorDash. Way better. And GrubHub don't have the hassles that Uber and DoorDash have. You know what I'm saying? So GrubHub was a whole lot better, a whole lot more convenient for me. It was crazy, but it worked out. Well, me and the white girl, we messed around a couple more times after she gave me the account. And out of nowhere, she just stopped fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? She had quit working at Jets because I had been quit. As soon as I had got the GrubHub account, I quit. So I wasn't even there a whole month. You know what I'm saying? Like, this how fast all this shit happened. I wasn't even there a whole month, and I was right back out the door. You know what I'm saying? So I'm back on the streets. I'm doing GrubHub now, until my next big move come. So I'm doing the GrubHub shit. Man, long story short on all that, my playhead came through. I had got my money. I was doing my thing and everything. I still was doing the GrubHub shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually liked it. I was getting free food. I like where I was getting sent because GrubHub don't have like a certain zone you got to be in. It's like your zone is a large mass of an area. So basically your zone would be like a whole county. You know what I'm saying? Like with DoorDash, your zone would be like certain cities. With GrubHub, your zone to be a whole county. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever county you close to, GrubHub will assign you to that whole county. You know what I'm saying? So you can get deliveries in that whole county area. And if you think I'm lying, go ahead and get you a GrubHub account. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And it paid great. So I carried this shit on for a good 2 years. No lie. I did that shit for 2 years, on and off. You know what I'm saying? I was getting money off that shit and doing my self-employment shit. So I was getting paid. I was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was all off this white girl. You feel me? She came through and looked out for a nigga. Well, one day, maybe this was probably like a year later. You know what I'm saying? After I had met her and all that shit. This is about a year later. She ended up moving to Georgia because that's where she originally came from. She real Southern, got the accent and all that. Her name Jeslyn. She got the Southern accent and all that shit. So she ended up moving back to Georgia with her people. She came up here, for a better opportunity, but things didn't work out for her. It just show you how God worked, you know what I'm saying? Because God put her right in front of me because that whole Jets Pizza thing was not my thing, you know what I'm saying? And she gave me her account. She trusted me with it. She had moved back to Georgia. I still got her account. She never asked me for a dime, nothing. You know what I'm saying? She just gave me the account, told me go ahead and do my thing. And that shit worked out. You know what I'm saying? So I had that account for 2 years, man. It was a crazy ass story because I wasn't even looking for it. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened to drop in my lap and it worked out. Crazy how life worked, man. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.